Hey folks, welcome back. Okay, we are back in the lands of Feminie. So we've actually taken our first province outside of Feminie now, the Black Forest. This is going to give us some extra income and some resources, which is going to be pulled back into Feminie itself. So this turn, you'll see we've actually got more resources to play with, which is really, really good. I think what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to try to build up an expansion party now based on knights, because how many are we going to get? Now, we're going to get 2 a turn. Yeah, it's probably not quite enough yet. Maybe I could get rid of this, and yeah, we get the money and resources refunded. Okay, that would work, but we'd also need a commander to go with them. Now, it fits to actually have one of these commanders here, I think. Maybe what I'll do, let's just see where we can go next. Okay, so the scout report is saying that the province here has militia, heavy infantry, and archers. There's probably quite a lot of heavy infantry if they're second in this list here, because it kind of goes in. It generally goes in the order of which is the highest proportion of troops. So there's going to be more militia, then heavy infantry, and then archers. There's usually quite a lot of archers, so that means there's probably quite a lot of heavy infantry, which is a bit of a scary province. The other thing is that yeah, we can't actually look. There's a mountain pass between Black Forest here and Trottern, so we can't get there. Otherwise, I'd like to go and take this one, because if we can, these provinces around your capital are generally referred to as your cap circle. Okay, so the circle around your capital, and you want to clear these kind of quickly if you can, just because you will get more resources for recruitment every single turn. Let's get Belia here researching. We've now got 3 Dominion Cannuals, so we can have Taysipiti, the cloistered lady. She's also going to research. So actually, our research is getting quite high already. We're on, was it turn 3? And we've got 41 research. Turn 4 and 42 research. That's not too bad. So we'll complete Alteration 2 next turn. This is going to give us access to, well, a whole bunch of stuff, but mostly important for us is going to be mirror image and blur. Excuse me. If you see small gaps in the video, it's because I've got a really bad cough and I'm just kind of shaking it off. And I'm trying not to cough and splutter all over the recording, so I apologise in advance for that, guys. There might be the occasional little pause or where the microphone goes quiet. Okay, so Arito here. This is our lady commander. She actually did really, really well in that battle. Now we've got heavy. This is mainly heavy infantry. This is quite a tough province as well. I think we're going to recruit some knights here. Yeah, I'm going to get a bunch of knights. I would also like these, though. And what else do I want? Yeah, I don't need another of these. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring... Yeah, I'm going to bring Arato back here, I think. Normally, what you'd do in an expansion, providing you're strong enough, is just to keep moving like this. That's the quickest way to do it. Now, I had anticipated, and I've built for the fact that I'm not going to be expanding very quickly. So, I'm not sure about this battle here. I have a sneaking suspicion that this battle is going to be a bit much for us, but it's hard to tell because I don't know exactly what's in here. It's a nice province, this look. 20,640 population. It's got decent resources as well. This would actually be a really, really nice little province to put a fort on, I'd say. Yes, although, yeah, I mean, it will be drawing. Yeah, I think this is what we want to do. We probably want to put a fort here, depending on what this province is like here. But we'll think about that shortly. The quicker we can get more forts up, by the way, the quicker that we can start recruiting our troops. Because if you want to, you can recruit from any province pretty much, but usually all they've got is these kind of like generic troops, so like militia, light infantry, archer, etc. Usually get a commander. Now it looks like if we put a temple here, we can actually build our priests anywhere. This is a nice little feature. So we could just put a temple here immediately and then start building priests. That would be a good idea to really get our economy going. The only problem is that undefended temples are easy to knock down by the enemy if they just send some troops over. So, you know, and they're 600, well, for us, they're 300. Actually, they're quite cheap. So, yeah, I mean, with 300 gold, that might be a good plan for us. Anyway, I think we'd have to go this way to the Greater Wild and then here. But this looks like too much for us with the amount of heavy infantry there, I think. I think we'd lose a lot of troops. So I think I am going to go back here. I'm going to pick some. Yeah, this looks like a small province actually. Not very. Yeah, it's not very populous actually, and also it doesn't have a great income. So I'm not too worried about that one. This one, this is also not great. Again, low population. These are really low population, by the way, for late age. So yeah. By the way, I turned the music off just because I've got some issues with the music at the moment. It's because yeah, there's some various issues with the copyright stuff, and I'm just going to turn it off just for the time being. So if you want to, I invite you to add your own music as you're watching this. If you want to, get music in the background, that might be the way to do it rather than me putting other music over there. I've had a few problems with copyright issues before, so I'm just being a little bit cautious with it. Okay, let's have a look what we can do here. So we have actually got some of these veiled ones coming in. I built a few of these. I think we are going to go with the knights, actually. I think the knights is going to be probably the best bet. Mind you, these are really good. But if we can get some knights on the... Yeah, knights going around the side, that might actually be worth getting. We also want some more mages, I think. Now, the Feminie Savants, if we can get some good... let's just have a look at our spells again, just quick. So what we've got Alteration. Let's just have a look what we got in Astral. Sorry. So not much in Alteration. Evocation, we're not got anything yet. Thaumaturgy, we don't have much in Thaumaturgy. I'm just thinking because we could have got one of these and used them to buff our troops up. If we get a Glamour Mage, that would be pretty good. But I think these are not going to be so useful at the start. So in that respect, I think we might go for. Let's go for. Get a Feminie Sorceress again. We can probably afford it. Now we're starting to get some more income. They are expensive. So look, the Feminie. Okay, we don't actually see it because we're not paying for our profit anymore. But yeah, you can see that we're paying 16 for 2 Feminie Savants per turn, for example. So the Savants alone are 8 credits every turn, whereas we're getting like 18 archers for 12. So you see how much more expensive the commanders are. All right, I think I might actually get one of these Feminie Abbots. Maybe I do it like that, actually. These are a little bit more expensive, but you can get more of them into a province. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. We can get a couple of archers still going with this. Either that or we just start recruiting another. Okay, and see what we can find. Now, Land's End sounds like, if it's anything like Land's End in England, that probably means that this is the end of the this is the end of Cornwall. So you might find that this is there's a sea all around here, but I'm not sure if that's how it's going to work. Okay, guys, I'm going to roll on to the next turn. I think we're pretty much done with everything we need to do. We're going to hit Alteration 2 this turn. Okay, Research in Alteration 2 is complete. We've got a proclamation from Arcos Scaphale. And Ametos, the Phalangite commander, shall hereby be known as the Prophet of Ganglair, King of Trickery and Deceit. He who jests is death. Harvester. He who jests is death. I like it. Okay, so that sounds like death in glamour, I believe. And there's an unexpected event in Black Forest. Oh no, a very ill omen was seen, and rumours of it have spread through the entire province. So we've got a lot of unrest here, and misfortune +3. That will eventually die down, but misfortune is pretty bad. Yeah, that's quite a lot of unrest. That's going to be reducing our income. So yeah, not great. I might just increase. Yeah, so we're getting unrest reduction 1. We're just going to increase that to 10 per turn, I think. Oh, sorry, to 10 province defense. So that we are actually getting the province defense will actually start rooting out some of the unrest here, but it will take quite a long time. Okay, we've got some of these researchers. Let's get these guys doing research now, or these ladies. Might actually get her preaching as well, so we're getting some more temple checks going out. Looks like we're pushing our dominion out this direction, which is kind of interesting. Okay, yeah, so this is that's not bad for recruitment points and income, but not very high resources. I think this would probably still be a good place to put a castle up. Okay, I'm going to go here next. I think this looks like a fairly easy job for us. So let's get these troops that we've got. Yeah, we've got these glamour troops in the front. I'm also going to put a couple of... Yeah, these are actually slow. Yeah, these are combat speed 8. I'd not accounted that. So you've got different speeds in your troops as well. And these are combat speed 9. So these slower troops are actually going to be... They're going to be a little bit too slow to keep up. These are 10 and 9, so they're all different speeds anyway. I don't actually mind that these glamour troops are going in first because they can take more hits because they are blurred. Well, they're not blurred. Sorry, they've got mirror images. I think these cavalry, really, I want to wait one more turn, but the problem is we are on turn 5 and we've only got 2 provinces. A little bit slow, even for single player, I'd say. So I think we probably want to let's get these knights on round at the back, and we're going to get them to hold and attack rear. So they'll wait a couple of turns, then they're going to charge like this, and they'll hit the rear line. They will probably do quite a lot of damage. They are strong troops. They're quite well defended. And also, because of the changes to mounts now, if you do lose a mount, then they are cheaper to recruit. They're cheaper to replace. I'm gonna just put these guys on spells. Doesn't really matter. The game AI is good enough that if we do get attacked, it will automatically usually make them do the most sensible thing. Usually, it's not strictly true. But for those of you who played Dominions 5 and 4, I believe the combat AI is better in this game. Like, it seems significantly better to me. Okay, I think we're going to go... Our next move would have to be here, I think. I wonder what we could do. Maybe we can get some more knights out. We can get her out, and then we could use her to... No, instead, I'm going to grab like this, and then... let's get another mage. And another cloistered lady. Okay. That is going to leave us with 1 resource point left over. Yes, and we'll have 5 of those. What I will then do next turn is we'll probably send Amelia and the other troops out this way to meet here, and then we'll take this province here if we can get it. We haven't got Dominion in there. I'm hoping that with the extra treks we're getting from Penesse here, the Feminie Abbess, then we'll hopefully start spreading our Dominion in this direction. So the way that the Dominion spreads is you're more likely to get a candle in an area that doesn't have any candles, I think, rather than increasing in your own. I think that's the way it works. So yeah, we are going to be. That's why it's kind of spreading out in this direction. Look, and you tend to have more candles closer to the where you're originating your preaching from. Okay, let's get Arito down this way. I'm going to take this province and try and... Looks like a bit of a bad province. We might find that there's a death site there. It's causing some problems, but we'll see. What you can do is you can right-click on the target province and then hit Y. And this will be all of the units that are moving to this particular province. You can actually set them up yourself. So let's get her like that. Yeah, I think this is probably okay. We want to try and get the archers coming in as soon as possible. I might just set these ladies back. There we are. Okay, yeah, three knights on their own. They're pretty strong. I don't think this is a really, really tough battle, so we should be able to get this. Okay, anything else to do this turn? I don't think so. Yeah, we've got a command. We've got a scout that we need to move. Okay. See here. Not a lot. Okay, let's head down into these marshes. See what we can see down this way. We're starting to unveil the map anyway. We've not come across any AI yet. Okay, let's roll the turn on. Oh, we've got no active research. Let's change this. Let's go to Conjuration 1. What's that going to give us? Okay, that's a bunch of summoning spells, none of which we can really cast at the start. So I'm probably not that bothered about that. Thaumaturgy 2 will give us sleep. That's not bad. We've also got Battle Fury. We can cast both of these spells with our with the Savants. Sorry, not the Savant. With this one here, sorry, she's a prophet. Where are we? The Feminie Sorceress. There we go. So the Feminie Sorceress can probably cast that too. Also Evocation if in doubt. Because there's stuff that we can use in here too. Let's just go for Evocation this turn. We're going to get it almost in one turn as well. In fact, I don't know if it includes the... Yeah, there will be no one researching at the start of the turn. So yeah, it would just be 48 points. Okay, let's roll the turn on. Okay, research unification is complete. So we did actually get the extra research points in there. There was a battle in Witch Haven too. Let's just watch this battle and see how we go. Okay, so what do we got? Oh, this is quite small. So we've got some militia on the front. We've got some light infantry with the shields in the back. We've got one commander. Oh, this is going to be a pretty easy, I think. Providing that it looks like if we're lucky, we might be able to get our knights round the back. So the lady knights. Oops, I'm going a bit too quick. Sorry. So look, as you can see, the lady knights are actually going round the back. Our front lines are engaging here. Oh, they're actually engaging the heavy troops. Oh, the knights are okay. It's interesting. Oh, so we've got 3 commanders. If those knights can kill the commanders, it's game over. The indie troops will rout. Okay, where are we? Oh, look, there's a lady. So we've got a lady at arms here is engaged. There's another one here too. I've just recruited a couple of those. Now the Feminie soldiers probably don't match too well against these heavy infantry. They can defend better, but they're going to struggle to get through that protection. Although the shield isn't a bad, the spear isn't a bad weapon for going for those. This veiled one is wounded and she's had her glamour broken. She's died yet, so she was cut down. So we did lose one of our sacred units. Let's just hit the C key. This will enable you to see the colours of the various armies. So we're in red. Now it's a shame that we're red because we can't. It's hard to see the health bar. But if you look really carefully, there's these little red pips. Look, so you can actually see the health of the units without actually having to go into the unit screen itself. Okay. So we routed those armies. It's now going to be a matter of how many did we lose. Okay, we lost 3 veiled ones. So we actually lost 3 of our sacred units. So not ideal. It was a pretty weak faction. However, sorry, a pretty weak force of independence. However, the veiled ones likely prevented losses to our other troops as well. And they're not that difficult to replace. So let's get some province defense up here. Next, I think what we can do is we can get, as planned, we'll get Emilia with these knights. We'll put these on this side this time. We'll get them hold and attack rear. Emilia can stay behind. He is going to head out. Right now, we've got more heavy infantries here. This might be a little bit more of a difficult battle. Yeah, we've actually got plenty of gold now. Let's keep. Is she going to keep preaching? Yes, she is. You can research. You can research. Let's just see what spells we've got with the sorceress now. Okay, so we do have a few spells that we can use. We've got Blur, and Blur will actually make our soldiers harder to hit. That's probably worth casting, I'd say. We've also got Gift of Cheated Fate. So Cheat Fate negates the first successful strike against the one protected by the spell. So this is actually going to affect in an area of effective 1. So we'll hit about 3 troops with that. Again, it's the same with Blur. I think Blur's probably a little bit better because this will only kick in once, but it can, this can stop, some critical damage. So it's kind of expensive to use an expensive mage like this for point buffing, as we call it, where you're buffing up just small numbers of troops. That said, it can be kind of game changing if you're up against difficult targets. Okay, again, we're going to right click and select this target. We're going to hit the Y key, and that is going to bring us into all the troops that are going to move here. Okay, we can also include magic phase teleportations. We'll talk about that later. So let's bring our commander here. I'm going to put, I want these knights actually to kind of go off at the same time. That said, the archers are going to fly forwards first anyway, or move forwards first. Hopefully the knights will be able to go through that formation without too much trouble. They're going to run forward and fire anyway. Do I need mage support here? I don't think so. I'm just looking at it now and thinking maybe that's not worth it. Let's get some sacreds to replace the ones that we lost. How many candles have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means we can have 6 of these divine researchers. 1, 2, 4. Could have this one 5 potentially. Yeah, let's get her in research. That's 5. So we want to get 1 more divine researcher, and in fact, I might just get the cloistered. I think I'll get a cloistered lady just so that I can get another one of these Now, we've got the Law Mistress. And she's kind of interesting because she's got access to some paths like 2 nature and 2 water that we don't normally get. Tempted to go for one of those. The only problem is they're slow to recruit. Maybe we just go for another sorceress, and I might use the sorceress to start site searching. We've got really good research already, and I think site searching early is probably a good bet. Look, we're on turn 6, and we've got 81 research already, which is pretty high. You know, it's pretty good. Okay, I think we can do this. There's a lot of heavy infantry. We're probably going to lose some troops, but let's see how it goes. Also, we probably want to get more knights. Or do we get some more of these troops? Yeah, we could get like a bunch of these to replace what we've lost. And they're going to be quite useful on the front line. Alternatively, we could get a whole bunch of militia. The problem is with the militia, they do die quite easily. You hit backspace, by the way, to delete the last unit you added. Get a bunch of these. They are slow, though. Yeah, let's go for... I think I'm going to go for these. Sorry, the spear. The spear variant is what I was after. There we go. Okay. All right, folks. I think, again... Oh, we found some lizard men. So we've got lizard warriors and crocodiles in this province. That means that we've got... you will be able to recruit here some indie mages that are really quite strong. They've got the nature and astral crosspath. That would be a really, really good thing for us to get. We've already got those, to be honest. However, they might... I can't remember if they're quite cheap or not. So this might be worth going for. Looks like there's actually some kind of building here as well. I can't remember if that actually... Yeah, I think that does mean something. There's probably a site here. So we probably want to take this as soon as we can too. But let's go for Chilad here. Yeah, we doesn't look like we've got any... Yeah, we've got no Dominion in here, so we're going to have slightly less morale as we fight into this province. But I think this should be enough. We've got like 6 knights going in from different directions. We should be able to snipe the commanders. So, that is about it. Let's go and check out Sibbermark here. I think actually we'll go here. And the turn. Hold on. Set the research. We'll grab Thaumaturgy 2, and the rest will go into Conjuration. Alright, so we've researched Thaumaturgy 2 and Conjuration 1 already. There's a battle in Chilad. Let's see how we did. Hopefully we don't have any disasters. Just going to have a quick look at what we've got here. So yeah, we've got a fair few of these troops on the front. So what, 3, 6, 9, 12. It's about like 25, 30, under 30, something like that. And similar amount of light infantry, and then we've got crossbows. Now crossbows are pretty dangerous. Crossbows will take down our knights and any armored troops. So yeah, this could be a bit scary. Hopefully if I'd have scripted these to attack archers instead, then we might have been able to shoot some of those crossbows down. Let's see how we go. I'm just going to speed the resolution up just a little bit. It's like Balthazar there is blessing. Oh yeah, we are shooting at their crossbows. Hopefully we can kill a few. They're not going to be that deadly at long range, but once they get a round of crossbows off into a tight packed formation, that's going to hurt much more than arrows will. Okay, we are doing some damage to those crossbows. Also, our knights are now going round the back. Now we've already the crossbows are run. These guys have failed a morale check, so that's excellent news. Meanwhile, this big group of heavy infantry has now met our line. This is not looking good for us. Although we seem to have killed a few. Let's hope that our knights are killing the commanders. Yes, look, they're killing the commanders. And I think that's it. Oh no. I think that's it. Has all the commanders gone? Let me just check the combat round. I think it's the R key. So we're on combat round 7. When we hit combat round 8, you might find that we've... Yeah, there we go. We've routed them. So we were lucky there. I think, well, it was also good scripting. I think we got a little bit lucky with the crossbows, those crossbow guys routing, because I think if they'd have managed to throw a load of crossbows at us, we could have lost a lot more troops here. Now, our knights are getting in the way of retreating troops. Retreating troops do have their attack skill, and defense skill, etc., reduced by 4 because they're routing. So they're not likely to hit, but if they do, they can still kill troops. So it's no good to us to kill indie troops. We don't get anything from this. Obviously, if you catch AI troops while they're routing, and other pretenders troops, that's great because you're whittling down their forces. There's less troops to actually escape to be able to get back to their own provinces potentially. But with indie troops, you kind of don't want that because you're just risking your own troops. What I will say is, though, you do get more kills, and more kills will, you'll get more experience. So that's something. Okay, let's end this. I think we've pretty much won that. So we lost 3 Feminie soldiers and 1 veiled one. Yeah, these veiled ones are a little bit squishy at the moment. Once our god comes online, these are going to become much better with the ethereal bless that we've got on them. So the Lady Knights actually did the majority of the killing here. The veiled ones also made a good account for themselves. The archers didn't do too badly. I think those were the guys who it was the archers, I think, who managed to clear those crossbows. Okay, so we've taken Chilad. Amelia here is going to transfer her knights over. I think I want these in one group. They're going to have higher morale if they have. When you're under, I think it's under 6 or 7. I forget how many now, but I think you get a small penalty to your morale. Let me just check that actually. That might not be the case anymore. Okay, no, it's not. You don't get a penalty to your morale, but I think when you make it's something like when you make a morale check, there is a penalty if you're in a small group. Okay, so kind of want at least 6 or 7, I think, in a unit. Okay, we're going to send Amelia back. Okay, so we've got more of these Feminie soldiers. 210 enemy units. The army consists... Oh, this is the throne province I'm talking about, by the way. The army consists of mainly light infantries, warrior illusions, heavy infantries, and crossbowmen. The army appears to be commanded by Ridda the sorceress. Okay, this is going to be a difficult province for us to take. I think this is a level 2 throne at least. It's going to be a level 2 throne. So we're not going to be able to take this with this starting army. I think instead we're going to head this way. Now, we have got a lot of archers to handle here. I think what we might do, I might actually send the cavalry straight at the archers. I might just go attack archers straight away. No, I'm not. I'm going to go hold and attack archers. I'm going to get these guys to hold and fire. And I'm going to set these troops back a little bit. There we are. So the enemy they've got a lot of archers, and what I'm worried about is I want these knights, I want their archers to move forwards a little bit, start shooting, and then we're going to start moving forwards. But we need enough time for them infantry to get far enough down the battle line so that our knights don't they don't get confused and go for those, right? They don't get in the way of the archers. Hold and attack archers is a bit of a weird one. You usually want to go for rear, but I think attacking archers here when they've got a lot of archers, they've got a few heavy infantry and militia, but our infantry troops will pick those up pretty easy. Again, we're attacking not into our own dominion, I don't think, unless we get unless we can get a candle check here. Okay. So, what else is this turn? Okay, we're going to get Alyssa here researching. I think we're going to get Canny here. Oh, she's going to start site searching. Here's a new feature. So we can actually set search magic sites auto, and she's just going to move around now and automatically grab the sites that we need to get. I think that this is such a small amount of troops, by the way, that we might even be able to get these with our sacreds. I'm kind of tempted to try this. They're -1 morale, so it would probably be better if we got Amelia here to do that. Yeah, we've got this small province here as well. This is Trotton, and I'd like to take that. Notice how, because we've got Dominion 6 and we are actually preaching quite hard, we are starting to get our Dominion pushed out quite far. This is what I want. This is going to envelop the area around us in our Dominion, and that means that the enemy aren't going to be able to see when we've taken provinces, and that's what I want. Now, they might actually stumble into our provinces as a result, so we're going to have to put up some province defense or keep some armies around just to defend against the enemy. So it's going to be interesting to see how the AI reacts to that, actually. Okay, so I think everything else is good to go. We've got a water and a nature mage. Now, I want these researching because they've got the adept researcher ability, and with our magic scales, we're actually getting 15 per turn, which is quite a lot. What else do we want here? I think we want some more of the sacred units. Yeah, I tell you what we'll do. We'll get some more sacred units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get... Oh no, I might get the commander. I might get the unseen one commander. She's got the glamour magic. And then we'll get some more of... What else do we want? Yeah, let's go and we'll just get a whole bunch of these troops just to back them up here. If I might just get some archers too. Okay, that looks like a small force. That would be enough for a Feminie commander to take out, I think. She is 2 recruitment points, so we can get another one. Don't know if I want another one of those. Let's get another scout. We don't have many scouts. Yeah, I think I'll do that. There we go. Okay. So then, and then next turn, what we'll do is we'll head out and down in this direction and just grab this province here. This is not efficient expansion, by the way. Again, I'll just remind you this is not going to be any use to you if you're looking to play multiplayer. Not really. I mean, you know, some of the basic dominions is okay here, but as far as kind of like multiplayer meta is concerned, this is probably not going to help you. Also, the other thing is, of course, that the multiplayer meta, which never really got figured out anyway, according to Lucid, is pretty much like it's all up in the air again because so much has changed in this game. You'll see later on, those of you who know dominions, actually the spells have changed a lot. There's a lot. It's not just glamour and air and astral. Quite a lot of the other spell paths have got improvements to their spells. And they've been rearranged, and I don't know if any spells have been removed. I think somebody's going to have to do a big deep dive into that to check it out. Anyway, folks, I think we're about done here. We found Jomon. Jomon are like a Japanese themed, kind of like they got a kind of samurai kind of vibe to them. They've also got some interesting summonable units, and yeah, if they can get into the sea, they've also got some. Yeah, they can get into the sea. So if they can get into the sea, which isn't that easy for them, but they've got a really, really, really powerful dragon, kind of like a humanoid dragon mage, kind of Air Force bomber. It can fly, and it's got incredibly strong magic. Like, it's really powerful. It's like one of the better mages in the late age, actually. So they only get it if they get into the water, but I don't know how. Whether the AI is going to be programmed to beeline for that. Certainly something you want to watch out for if you're playing multiplayer against Jomon, by the way. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. Hope you enjoyed the series, and I will catch you next time. Take care.